Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. My video title, you know what this video is about. My NFL game picks for week 2. Now, last week we had the game picks, and I think we went 10, 1, and 5. I believe so. No, 10, 1, and 4. It's the tie, yeah. 10, 1, and 4 in those 15 games. So we're doing pretty good right now. And I'm doing the game picks today. We'll be starting right off with an amazing matchup. The Chargers versus the Chiefs. And the Chiefs is playing at home, and the Chargers and Chiefs have been playing. They play every year. They play twice a year, of course, because they're in the division. And the Chiefs had their number every time. It's like every time the Chiefs had their number. I think the Chargers beat them, if I'm not mistaken. I think once. I think they beat them. Did they beat them once? I think they beat them once. Justin Herbert time there. I might be mistaken though. I don't know. I don't think they did beat them once. But the Chiefs always win every single time. And the Chiefs are at home this time, so I chose the Chiefs. Now the Chargers are at home. I thought the Chargers would have won, but I'm gonna choose the Chiefs because the Chiefs just had their number for some reason. I know they don't have Tyreek Hill, but Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league for a reason, and probably the best player in the league too. Depending on who you ask, if you like the defensive player, you might say Aaron Donald or T.J. Watt or something. You might say somebody else, but I think Mahomes is the best player in the league. What he did on Sunday against the Cardinals, I know the Cardinals' defense has kind of declined a little bit, but 30 for 39, and then to throw 5 touchdowns, make it look easy out there, like. Absolutely, it was just like the connection was just crazy. The chemistry was crazy with his receivers. Juju got involved. McCole Harmon got involved. All the running backs was involved. Travis Kelce is always a beast. He had like 6 straight 1,000-yard seasons for tight end that haven't been done in a while. I think Tony Gonzalez had like a lot of big like 1,000-yard seasons and stuff like that. And Travis Kelce is getting up there to that level like that. But yeah, but the Chiefs, I feel like they're the big brothers of the league. They're the big brothers of the AFC West, and they have been owning the Chargers every time. So I think the Chargers will be owned today as well. But I think the next matchup, the Chargers will win. But today I'm taking the Chiefs though. Patriots Steelers. You guys know who I'm rocking with. I'm rocking with the Steelers. You know, it's our team. I'm gonna do a preview on that tomorrow. So I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but I'm gonna say the Steelers are gonna win because of the defense. You know, that's how most of the games are gonna be won this year. The defense. And I feel like the Patriots don't have that same fire and power that they used to have. You know, no Tom Brady, of course. Mac Jones is a good quarterback, but no Tom Brady. You know, they don't have a really elite receiver on the outside. You know, Kendrick Bourne is cool. He had a good year for the 49ers last year. The Patriots, he was solid. And Jacoby Myers, solid and nice and stuff like that. He has potential and stuff. And, of course, Hunter Henry is a nice tight end. And then their running game, Damian Harris is good running back and stuff. But they don't have that same star power. That star power that, like if shake your defense or your defense be fearful of their offense like that. And Mac Jones kind of pedestrian against the Dolphins. The Dolphins gave him some different looks that he was accustomed to, I guess. And yeah, they were getting pressure in, and he can get the ball down the field, push the ball down the field too much, and the Dolphins really just dominated the whole entire time. And yes, and then on the other side, like you look at the Patriots defense. Patriots defense is of course always be good because with Coach Belichick. But the defense is not the same as it once was, you know, because the star power is not there as well. Of course, you got Matthew Judon, who's a good pass rusher, stuff like that. But the Patriots don't really like, because like Tua didn't get pressure too much. Like Tua had a solid game. He had like a super game, but he had a solid game. He didn't get pressure too much, and he was just delivering out there. It was like kind of easy and simple. They had the lead 17-0. At halftime like that, it was just like simple. They didn't get Patriots wasn't getting pressure in like that. So like it's kind of like, I know I still offensive line not the best offensive line ever, but I feel like our offensive line should do well because Mitchell Trubisky didn't get sacked. I think he might have got sacked once. I believe did he get sacked once, or did he get sacked at all? So let me know in the comment section. But I don't think he got sacked at all. But Mitchell Trubisky rarely got touched. Of course, his mobility kind of helped that factor as well. But the O-line did pretty. They didn't do the best because like the pocket wasn't clean all the time, but the O-line did play solid enough, and it helped us win like that. And I think they'll do well against the Patriots because the Patriots pass rush and front seven don't really get pressure, like a lot of pressure on you like that. And you don't have to like step up into your throws like that. You can probably sit in the pocket and do some things, and that's what the Dolphins did to them really. Yeah, so I'm taking the Steelers in that game. Panthers Giants. I'm taking the Giants. Saquon Barkley will have another big game. Jets and Browns. I'm taking the Browns. The Browns O-line and their running game, you know, Nick Chubb and them, Kareem Hunt, they're just too good. They're just too good. The running game is very. They O-line. And one thing with the Browns, the O-line and the running game will always be good. They're always nice. After like Nick Chubb is a beast, and Kareem Hunt can do some things, and then Jacoby Brissett is not a sleeper quarterback. Like, he's a solid guy. He can go out there and help you win games like that. And like, because we seen with the Patriots, we seen with the Colts, he won games before. Like, he can win games like that, especially if you have a good O line. The running game, he can deliver the ball here and there like that, and take his shots when he have to. So I think the Browns gonna win that against the Jets. Colts and Jags. That's a little tough one. I'm gonna say the Colts. I'm gonna say the Colts bounce back. Implement the run a little bit more on this game with Jonathan Taylor, Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was airing it out, but it's just the Texans was just thrashing their defense. You know, the Colts got a good defense too, but I don't know what happened that first game. The first game just like they got like thrashed by the Texans. It was a tie. They didn't lose. They didn't win either, but it's a tie. You rather have a tie than loss. Like that. So the Colts and the Jags. I'm taking the Colts this time. I think the Colts will bounce back. Dolphins and Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is on the mission. When people doubt you, you want to prove your own worth. Prove yourself right. You become very dangerous. You can become very, very good, and you play. He's already playing at a high level, but he played at even higher level like that. And his first game against the Jets, he was lighting them up, dotting them up. And I think this game right here, we're gonna see some more Lamar Jackson. I think last time he put the Dolphins. I remember that one time he put the Dolphins that opener. I remember they put like 40 or 50 on them. That was a crazy game like that. But I think I don't think it'll be that many points like that. But I think the Ravens gonna win by a good margin. I think it's gonna be like the Ravens win maybe 30. I say either 28 or 30. To like the Dolphins maybe have like 18 or something like that. It'd be a good margin. It'll be a good margin. I think Lamar Jackson's on the mission. And then you look at the Bucks and Saints. I'm gonna say the Saints. The Saints have had actually, I was gonna say the Saints at first, but I'm switching it. I'm gonna switch it right now. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers. I think Tom Brady's gonna beat them. I believe the Saints are at home. The way I wrote this, the way I wrote the Saints are at home. So I think the Buccaneers. It might be Tom Brady last year. Last time to go into New Orleans to try to win. Like the way he beat New Orleans in the playoffs in New Orleans, but like this is the last time going into New Orleans, like in the regular season and trying to get a win, or like if he lose this one, he had another chance in Tampa Bay. But Tom Brady has not been able to beat the New Orleans Saints for some reason. The past 2 years, I think he's 0-4. Yeah, 0-4. Remember that one game, the first game of the season, the opener, he threw them 2 picks. He threw the pick 6 and stuff like that. Janoris Jenkins and stuff like that. Like, it just wasn't good. And then the next game, getting messed up. And then that one game I remember he had with the last year, where there's a bad thing. The Patriots only put up like, not the Patriots, the Buccaneers only put up like, was it 10 points? Something 13 points. It was like a low score. And Tom Brady threw them picks and stuff. And then he lost to Trevor Siemian. So there's a lot of bad games against the Saints like that. But maybe this is the moment that Tom Brady like, hey, my last year probably, most likely, let me go out there and get this win. Commanders and Lions. I'm taking the Lions. I'm gonna say the Lions gonna bounce back after that first loss. They came back and came close. I think they're gonna carry some momentum and carry over to this game. I think this game right here will be close. I think the Lions win by a field goal. Hawks and 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers. I think the 49ers are gonna bounce back. Trey Lance still gonna be starting, but I think if George Kittle is healthy enough to play, I know they said it was like I don't know if I think he practiced on Wednesday. They said that like in the beginning of the week they were saying that he might not be able to practice on Wednesday. He might be able to practice on Wednesday. He had the groin injury. I think he did practice, so they can use him on the field to be that safety blanket, to be that guy to take the pressure off of Trey Lance a little bit. He can find a big target like George Kittle in the middle of the field, and if he finds George Kittle, he finds Deebo Samuel, and can implement the run a little more. Because Eli Mitchell went down. Elijah Mitchell, he's on IR. He's out for like 2 months. He got a sprained MCL, so I think he went shopping for another running back. And Joe Wilson is a solid guy too, so they might implement the run, use different running backs, and use different things to like kind of like get Trey Lance on the move in the play action game, so he can use his legs and do other things that made him. I never knew Trey Lance was 6'5" actually either. I thought Trey Lance was like I thought he was like 6 foot. I didn't know he was 6'5". He don't look 6'5" like that. But yeah, but he 6'5", like use his legs, use his size like that, and let him get out the pocket and let him make some throws, use that strong arm like that. So maybe they have to implement that a little bit more after that loss to the Bears. The Bears lost. The Bears didn't play well. Justin Fields didn't play well, but I know it was raining hard. It was raining hard. Some of them guys ain't used to that rain like that. And Justin Fields was playing nice. He was playing nice in preseason too. And last year we saw Justin Fields play nice like that. He played nice against my Steelers like that. He threw an interception, but he on that last little drive, he had to drive to take the league and stuff. So Justin Fields is a nice quarterback. I just feel like the Bears O-line was always the question like that too. They got some receivers over there now, but I think the O-line was always the question too. And the defense kind of declining, but I think they probably be a solid team. But the 49ers, he might have to do that, like what the Bears doing with Justin Fields, like letting them making him comfortable, like doing the things he loved to do. Like there's like I don't know why the coaches are trying to switch the quarterback style up. If a quarterback is not a pocket passer, don't just let him be a pocket passer. Let him be the mobile QB. Let him be the guy who all the bootlegs and stuff like that. Let him be this. Let him be that. I don't try to like switch his game up, adapt to his game, so yeah, everybody else will adapt to the game like that, and the offense be better. That's what the great coaches do like that. So, and Cal Shanahan, he knows that. He knows that, and he's gonna probably do that next week. But the first week was just that rain was just too much. So I'm taking the 49ers against the Hawks though. Falcons Rams. I'm taking the Rams. Falcons did look good. Mark Mariota, I told you guys last time, he's a great leader. He's a good player. He's solid and stuff like that. He'll go out there, put his heart on the line, put his life on the line for the game probably. Like that. But I think the Rams gonna bounce back in this game right here. Cardinals Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders. Their Cardinals should have a bounce back game. Texans, Broncos. I'm gonna take the Broncos, but the game gonna be close. I think the Texans and Broncos game gonna be closer than people think. I might decided by 3 points. Bengals, Cowboys. Taking the Bengals. I think the Bengals should absolutely go out there and just destroy the Cowboys. Really, I think the Bengals lost to my Steelers, or should I say our Steelers, and the Bengals. I know they probably was embarrassed. Like people saying like they were Super Bowl favorites, Super Bowl champions, and all this stuff. They kind of crowning them before the season is completed like that. And they probably had a tip on their show. They probably say, "Hey, we lost that game, got embarrassed. National television. Let's come over here." Well, they lost by only 3 points, but it's still them turnovers and stuff like that. Joe Burrow had a bad game, and I think Joe Burrow gonna bounce back. He might have like 4 touchdowns, 350 yards. It's the Cowboys. Seriously, especially the Cowboys can't put no points on the board. All those 3 and outs keep adding up. It might not look too good. Then the Bears and Packers. I'm taking the Packers. The Packers will bounce back. I know the Packers team looked out of sync. They had opportunities to score, some drops and stuff like that. Like the timing looked off. They look out of sync. Receivers focus. It's the first game. It's the opening game. It's a division team. So and like the crowd noise and that skull. You see the Viking fans clapping the skull like that. Like maybe it got to them a little bit. But I think a great bounce back is the Bears for the Packers every time. The Packers love the Bears. Like that, love beating Aaron Rodgers. One thing he can do is beat the Bears. I know Tom Brady with the AFC East opponents. I think it was the Bills. I think how many times he beat the Bills, and it was either the Bills or Jets. I think it was the Bills, and then Big Ben with the Browns. I think he beat the Browns like 25 times, something like that. And then Aaron Rodgers with the Bears. Those 3 of the most like beat downs, like one quarterback versus that. I like the victories, like lopsided. And that victory right there, I don't know what the exact number is. I know it's 20. It's at least 24 plus. I don't know what the exact number is, but I know Aaron Rodgers have a probably like 18, 19, 20 or 19 or 20 wins over the Bears. In the win and loss column. So yeah, so this would be a good bounce back game for him. I think the game might not be a blowout, but I think it'll be a close game still. But I think the Packers will bounce back and win this one. And moving on to the final game, the Titans and the Bills on Monday Night Football. I'm taking the Bills. The Bills, they kind of the same like last year. The Bills are either going to beat you by a lot, they're going to blow you out, or they're going to lose by either 3 or 6 points. That always been happening for the past couple years. They're going to either blow you out, or they're going to lose by a little bit, like that. They never win games like by 3 or nothing. They always win by like 15 or 20 or something like that. And the Bills versus the Titans don't look the same. Teams not afraid. Teams was never afraid of Ryan Tannehill throwing the ball like that. And now you'll have AJ Brown on the outside, who we've seen AJ Brown beat double team coverages. We see AJ Brown make these crazy catches down the field. You don't have that guy outside. Now it makes it a little difficult for your offense because they already didn't trust his quarterback throwing the ball. Like Ryan Tannehill he's a solid quarterback like that. He resurged his career with the Titans, but he's not like an elite level quarterback like that. So teams didn't trust Ryan Tannehill throwing the ball, and now AJ Brown is gone. Or Woods is a cool receiver, but he caught 1 for 12, and teams still don't have that same respect for him that they have for AJ Brown. So they like, hey, until they show us they can beat us, we can just we ain't got to do no doubles on the outside. We can load the box and try to stop Derrick Henry, the guy who we know is the driving force of your team. Stop that, so make your offense a little different, and like your offense won't be the same like that. So the Titans need to implement some of those receivers on the outside, get them involved, and get them going to like open some things up, so it'll be better for the run game. Because I already know the Bills. Bills got a nice defense. They're gonna load that box. They're not worried about the outside. Their cornerbacks are pretty nice, pretty solid. So they ain't worried about that. Travis White not back yet. I think he could probably be back by week 4 or 5, something like that. Or he might be back. I don't know. I don't think he's back yet though, because that ACL injury he had. It was like later in the year. Like that. But they trust their cornerbacks on the outside, and their front seven, they can load the box and be like, okay, you're gonna run with Henry. What you gonna do? We don't trust Ryan Tannehill making that throw down the field. So I don't know. The Titans got to come with something, but I think the Bills gonna win this game by a good margin. I say 34 to like 14. So these are my picks for the this week 2, the game picks, and I'll see you guys on the game review, which will probably be on Tuesday. So peace out.